Episode 98. The boys are back off their jollies, reunited to present to you the Pottervision podcast. Oh, we're back, listeners. We're finally back. Oh, it's been exhausting. Edinburgh, Lukas's wedding. I've just been on another holiday. I'm all holidayed out. I don't have any more annual leave days until May. And I've got a job. What am I going to do? What's happening there? Can any of you help me out? Yeah, this is the Pottervision podcast. This is a really funny one. I think we've hit the ground running with this one. I think you're going to enjoy it. Just a few updates. On the 4th of November, we're doing a live recording in Manchester of the Pottervision podcast to celebrate the 100th episode. Do you want to come? Details on our website, pottervision.com. If you are a Patreon member, you get to come for free. It's a sign up to our Patreon. The Pottervision podcast is now every other week. So if you want a podcast every week, you have to sign up to our Patreon to get our Double Vision episode. And the Double Vision episodes aren't about the chapters of the book. They're about other Harry Potter related things. Like for the minute, we're doing an analysis. We're doing a breakdown of Goblet of Fire, the film. So we've just been doing that. So honestly, right good laugh. Really funny. I'd consider signing up if I were you, because also you get to support the boys. Because we don't really make any money from doing this, and it costs us quite a bit of money to do it, and it takes up a lot of time. So it'd be lovely if you could support us. It'd mean the world. Because we don't get any sponsors. Other big podcasts, like, I don't know, all the other one, they get a load of sponsors. We don't. We're relying on you, right? So if you can afford, I don't know how much it is, £4.50 a month, and then you'd get exclusive content. And maybe one day, if we got enough Patreons, we could make it back weekly again, have a weekly podcast, put a lot more of our energy into it. Because at the minute, me and the boy were stretched too thin. Oh, yeah. But anyway, need I go on anymore? This is episode 98. Good morning, Year 7s. Welcome to the Dumb Cunt podcast. You are joined today by your host, the duo of Dumb Cunts. Dumb Cunt 1, say hello.
Hello, and welcome to the Pottervision podcast, the podcast where every other Monday, myself, Lukas, Kirkby, and this man opposite me, Tom Marvolo Lawrenson, we look at a chapter of the Harry Potter books. We don't read any other rubbish, and then we talk about them, don't we? Tom, how are you?
I'm all right. Do I look bronze?
You do. You look like a bronze Adonis. You look a bit like one of those Cypriots, if you don't mind me saying.
Oh, I'm not nearly as hairy.
Why are you bronzed? Have you been on holiday?
I have been to the Isle of Cyprus.
Oh, lovely. Yeah, what were you doing there?
It was my pal's 30th birthday, so he invited me and a gaggle of his other pals to the Isle to celebrate. I didn't know any of them. And it's interesting when you go away as like an add-on to someone else's party, you know, you're not being the main fixture, is that you get a lot less attention than you normally do. I felt the exact same when I was at your wedding. I was like, I'm not getting any attention here. It's all about Lukas.
Well, I was about to ask you who you went with, even though I already know. I feel like for the podcast, I'm pretending I don't know where you've been or what you've been up to so you can explain. But I feel like I'm listening to one of my Nana's stories that she's told before. You just pretend you've not heard it before. Keep her happy. Oh, where have you been, Nana? Oh, I've been to Cyprus. I know, Nana, I know.
Yeah, you are.
20 years ago, that was.
You are like a nana, aren't you?
Yeah, very much so.
It was very interesting. It was fun. I tanned my body, my supple, childlike body. The sun didn't know where to look when I had my naked body on the beach.
Yeah, bloody hell. And I've seen an amazing video of you diving into a circle of men in the sea. Very impressive.
Why are you bringing that up for?
It was like watching Tom Daly, can I just say? Tom was a fantastic diver. He had good posture. He entered the sea without so much as a splash.
Mm.
It was very impressive.
I was impressed with that dive, considering I've not dived for absolutely years. Years, heavens. I thought, wow, well done. And I dived in after a turtle just before a turtle had swum past. I dived in after it, and I grabbed it, and I bit its head off, a la Ozzy Osbourne.
A la Ozzy Osbourne.
Mm.
Very good. Yeah. If I was a judge, I'd have given you a 6. Is that the maximum? A 6? Or am I thinking
While
of
I was away,
gymnastics?
I don't know. While I was away, the moon was in the sky. The sky was black, lit up only by stars. And my phone started going off.
Yeah.
It was a call coming in from your mother with you on it as well, from Facebook.
All right.
What was that?
I don't know. Did you answer it?
No, well, I think I declined it. I was like, oh, I don't know what that is. So, what was it?
I've no idea. I don't think I was even part of that call.
You
I don't know
were.
what you're
It
going
said
on about.
your mum was trying to call both of us.
Yeah.
Where
Well,
is it?
I don't think now she will be listening to this, so I apologise, Mother, but I don't think she knows how Facebook works or Facebook Messenger, right?
She created
While
the
I was
group
on,
and then started
it says
calling
Lucas and
us.
Susan.
And then it started calling.
Susan created the group I just saw. Well, on honeymoon, right? We didn't have the internet in the room, so you had to go to reception if you wanted to surf the web. So I'm going on Facebook, right? And I see, Susan Kirkby's uploaded a story on Facebook. I'm like, my mum's never done a story on Facebook. I click on it, and it's 2 screenshots of like a letter from the bank with personal information on it. So I had to text her and say, Mum, you've put this thing on your story. She's like, what is it? So it's got like your address and your bank details on it and your phone number. She's like, oh, I don't know how to delete it. So we had to do a tutorial.
That's a good story, Mum.
Hey, it's had 3 likes and mainly from robbers. But yeah. So what I'm saying is she's not 100% au fait with Facebook Messenger or Facebook. Well, because I was talking to her the other day, and then I could hear my dad in the background going, "Why have I been invited on the call?" You haven't been. We're just talking on the phone.
Mm.
Who bloody knows?
Yeah. I flew to Cyprus on a plane. I got on the plane, and people have a habit of doing this to me, and I'm beginning to think that maybe I am the problem. I was next to a Cypriot man on the plane. I was on the aisle, he was in the middle. And I don't know what I was doing, but the plane must have made me a bit congested, and I was sniffing a bit like that. And he couldn't take it anymore, and he forced a tissue upon me.
Brilliant. Did you accept it, thankfully?
Yeah, I was a bit embarrassed. I was like, oh, all right, cheers, nice one, whatever. And then, And then on the plane back, let me tell you about this. I was writing my Pottervision notes for this episode. And I was worried the man next to me, I was in the fucking middle aisle. Can you believe such a thing?
Oh, the
middle
emergency
seat.
exit one.
No, I was in the middle seat between 2 strangers. They didn't know each other.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
3 of us sat together. I was sat in the fucking middle, right? Pardon my French.
Yeah.
Actually, that's an English swear, isn't it? So I'm sat in the middle, and I get to my seat, and there's a guy who thinks I want to get past, and I go, oh, I'm also in this aisle. And he goes, Cypriot man, he goes, give me a moment. And I go, take your time. Yeah?
Oh, he's got a lovely voice. That was lovely.
Well, that's my voice.
Give me a moment. All right.
And it takes fucking ages to get all these bits out to put his bag in the overhead locker, right? He's getting everything out. He's getting a banana out. He's getting a headphones out. He got 2 pairs of headphones out. He got an iPad out, a little baggie, or a drink. All this stuff. It takes him age, and he's going so slow.
Yeah.
I regret saying take your time because he took the piss with that.
Mm,
Whereas I don't want to be inconvenienced to anyone. I don't even put my bag in the overhead locker. I just put it by my knees. No, it's fine there. I'm fine with having that by my knees in the 5-hour journey because I don't want to be an inconvenience to anyone. So anyway,
yeah.
man's wearing shorts and a vest. Of course you're wearing a vest. You're going back to England. Why wouldn't you be in a
exactly.
vest? And he was a littler man with big muscles. And would you believe this man had his skin on my skin for the entire journey?
Oh, lovely. Is this arm on arm skin?
I come from the school as if you're on a plane, you should sit slap bang in the middle. If you're in the middle, you get both armrests because you've got nowhere else to go, have you?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
He's taking them both on his side. He's on the aisle. He's having both armrests. I try and get a bit, and he like puts his skin on my skin, and I'm thinking he'll move. Our hairs were intertwangling. He even had his leg on my leg at one point. We were both in shorts.
Oh,
Hairy leg on hairy leg, and I was like, I got to a point where I was just like aggressively doing this. Anytime he touched my skin, I go like that, pull my arm away.
yeah.
Looks a bit bonkers. But honestly, I was about to ask this man, do you have ADHD or whatever the Greek Cypriot letters are for such, thingy, condition?
Alpha Delta something Delta.
He would not stop moving the entire flight. He got to a point, I can't do this, I've never seen anyone do this, where a full-grown man was sat cross-legged next to me.
Yeah. Bloody hell.
Who sits cross-legged on a plane?
The Greek alphabet. Yeah.
Well, that's good.
No, you don't do that, do you? You don't sit cross-legged on a plane, right? We
Hey,
all
look at
know
that.
that from school.
Oh, look, he's repeating my information back to me. He was listening.
I'm proving. Oh, it's Eta.
Brilliant.
So it might have had Alpha, Delta, Eta, Delta.
And this scumbag, for lack of a better word, he starts watching something on Netflix. And I think he's watching
Right,
German.
you don't. Right, planes are not for you, I don't think. I don't think it's good for you, and I don't think it's good for anybody else that you should travel on a plane. It just upsets you.
He's watching some drama or something. He gets to the end of the
Yeah.
episode, and he starts laughing and clapping. Ha 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 ha!
Yeah.
Excuse me. Where are you from? Are you from Planet Zod?
It must have been Mr. Bean or something to get that response.
Yeah, interesting. And also, people kept whiffing. People whiffing all over the airport, just farting. Good Lord.
Yeah. Where is the man with the napkin now? Yeah.
What's been going on
with a
here?
bag of cokes? That'd be funny. Someone was parping off and he pops his head through the chairs. Here, have a coke. Very good. So what did you get up to apart from being on the beach and diving into a circle of blokes?
Oh, you're nosy, aren't you?
Yeah.
I was on a boat, had a meal out, sat by a pool, and then I spent 2 days travelling to and from this place.
Lovely. It sounds fantastic. Yeah. Very good. Because we didn't cover the whole thing last time. Still reminiscing about my wedding day, yeah? I'm still a newborn groom.
Yeah.
My wife, a newborn bride.
Yeah.
Right.
Baby's in love.
We're in love.
Baby's
right?
in love.
Baby's in love. Yeah. It'd be a good film, that.
Don't search that film online, listeners, unless you want your laptop taken off you.
Look who's talking smutty. I don't know. So we're we talked about the ceremony, but we never talked about the party on the Saturday and the Sunday. And Tom, would you agree it was bloody great?
It was amazing. It was fantastic. It was oh my God, the energy. It was wild. They plopped me, you, and the other two
in a car.
Yeah, and then we arrived, and
We get there. They make us sit in the car for a bit. I've got
Yeah.
3 loonies in the back. I'm in the front, and there's 3
Yeah.
loonies in the back of the car singing High School Musical songs. We're all in this together. And unironically, and I'm looking back through the mirror concerned, and they're like, it's like they're in High School Musical, getting eye contact
Listeners,
with each other.
this sounds like one of Tom Lawrenson's lies, right? Last time he was on about the priest having a Help I'm a Fish DVD. That was a lie. This is true. We were singing High School Musical in the wedding car.
I'm
That
looking
is
up.
true.
I'm looking up in the thingy, really concerned. I'm like, oh God. Oh God. We're all in this together. Holding hands, fingers interlaced, all 3 of them. Ba, 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 ba. Come on. Oh.
Uh, yeah, then we got there, and then
They let us out the car
everyone.
eventually. Everyone's in
Yeah.
there. We walk down the red carpet. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. 2 red coats have microphones, and they are the leaders of the reception day, I guess.
Yeah. They were in charge.
They're doing the logistics of everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
You
as
know,
well as singing, leading the games, doing the disco. I thought they were fantastic. The amount of I wasn't expecting them to do so much. They were like they did so many hours. I thought they were really good.
were they on a fair whack?
Well, I don't know. Don't know specifically.
I'll call Derek.
But they've earned every what.
Anyway, I think a glass was smashed or something.
Oh yeah,
Martina,
so at the beginning we had to
they wrapped a glass in a handkerchief, and Martina and Lukas both stamped on it.
we threw it on the floor and then we had to clean it up. And then there were all these there was like a lot of traditions like that.
You were making a meal of that. I was like, why has this not been swept up already? It just goes to show that Lukas Kirkby does not do any housework because he could not sweep up a bit of broken glass.
Well, because I was doing that, and then there was other like traditional things, and people from my side of the family kept asking, "Oh, what's this?" or "Oh, what's happening now?" I didn't have a clue what was going on. I didn't know I was going to be sweeping up some glass,
The thing
but it
is,
was all good fun.
you, Lukas Kirkby, you think you're better than me, but you're just as bad as me because you do not want to you don't want to learn new information. You only
I
learn
do.
a bit more new information than I do. Because if someone asks me a question, I'm like, I don't know. So I'll put a problem to you and you'll go, it'll work itself out. Because you can't be bothered with the problem. So your whole wedding, people asking you question, Lukas, will there be any food served today? I'm yet to know. I don't know about that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, maybe I should just look at myself and think, should I have asked more questions about my own wedding in the lead up to it? Maybe I should have done. But I did enjoy the surprising nature of the things that were going on. It was bloody good fun. I enjoyed the games that they did. Those 2 redcoats.
He wanted his wedding to be a surprise party.
I knew I was marrying Martin. That's all I needed to know. It was perfect.
Yeah, it was amazing. Yeah, so there's like a big line of everyone. Everyone said hello's here, and then we immediately did we do conga then sit down? When did we conga?
I think there were a few congas, weren't
I think
there?
we congaed first because they put a hat on me and made me lead the conga, didn't they?
Oh yeah, because you were best man.
Yeah, they put a hat on me, made me lead the conga, and then was going round, and there was too many people for that conga in that room.
It was everybody, wasn't it? They went in and out of the tables. Yeah.
Too many people. Then we sat down. I think we had some chicken noodle soup.
Oh yeah.
Glass of Pepsi. No, a Coke. And then we did some speeches, didn't we?
Oh yeah, we did our wedding speech.
And I at this point realised, right? It was
Yeah,
at this point I realised that Polish people do not do wedding speeches.
yeah, it's not part of the normal day.
So this was a West. Well, they're in the West as well. This was a UK tradition.
Yeah.
That we
Yeah.
were like putting onto them. So I'm not sure. Maybe they've seen wedding speeches from films, but for them, this must have been a weird segment of the day where 3 speeches happened. Anyway,
Yeah.
these 3 are going to say a speech.
Yeah, yours was very good. I very much enjoyed your speech.
Did you really?
Yeah. It had the right balance of wit, charm, and nice sentiments about the day.
The issue was when it's being translated as speech, it doubles the length of the speech.
Yeah.
And so I had to cut a bit out. I was like, oh, just leave that bit, whatever. This is going on for too long. I'm losing the Polish side.
Yeah. Things get lost in translation, don't they? But I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoyed my speech as well.
Oh, you had a beautiful speech.
Yeah.
It was so romantic, you hit all
Yeah.
the key points, and you had the classic Lukas Kirkby tropes of some weird alienating jokes that no one seemed to understand. Mentioning Meghan Markle, mentioning Greta Thunberg, mentioning...
I didn't mention Meghan Markle. I did
Elon.
mention Kim Jong-un.
Exactly. And may we all do a bow to Kim Jong-un. But it's funny when you're doing a best man speech and a joke doesn't land, the heartbreaking of knowing it's then going to be translated into Polish and it's not going to land again. Oh!
Well, I think, thank goodness, we've only done stand-up comedy in Britain. Because I think dying on your ass in 2 languages would be a nightmare, wouldn't it?
It's interesting, right? Because I did my best man speech. If you want, we can put it out. I think someone recorded it, so we could probably put it on
We'll
the
see about that, yeah?
Put it on the Patreon.
Yeah.
Right. But there's this trope. I was like, other best man speeches are really mucky. I tried to be. That's not really my style. Things about me, I'm a prude. I don't like smutty humour. I like to keep things clean, right? But you get other people's best man speeches, the best. They'll sing. This is not anything I'm saying. They'll say things like this. Oh, the bride's a slag, and you're like, excuse me.
Yeah. They can be really inappropriate, can't they? Or dragging up the groom's sexual history or something, or insulting the mother-in-law, and you think, bloody hell.
And then you're like,
so I'm glad there was none of that.
You got to continue with the rest of the reception, have we? Lovely.
Yeah.
And then it was a full day of dancing, eating. Some drinks were had.
Yeah. Well, a lot of drinks were had. I think we were both very merry. You were merry on the Sunday, but you kept claiming to me and everybody else that it was impossible for you to get drunk again. You were saying, oh no, I got so drunk on Saturday that it's not possible for me to get drunk again today. You were hammered at the time.
I don't know what you're talking about, right? Let me tell you something. The thing is about you and your family, all of you.
Yeah.
Not Martina's side. I would never say this about Martina's side. But you and your family, you're a bunch of liars, right? I was sober as a fox the whole weekend.
You were drunk as a skunk.
Your uncle came up to me and he was like, you were drunk last night. I was like, and why weren't you? This is a wedding. Right? What are you doing? It's a wedding of your only nephew. And he's over there crying. Look at him crying in his 3-piece suit.
Yeah. I was crying.
Sat in his bow tie because his uncle wasn't drunk. His mum's drunk. His dad's drunk. Yeah. Hell, his brother-in-law's drunk. His brother-in-law's drunk for 50 of us. Aled Jones.
But what a pair of days. Hey, we even had a tractor parade that wasn't planned.
You got to stop bringing up this tractor parade.
Why? Well, every time I bring it up, you shut it down, but it's an interesting thing, isn't it?
I'll tell the story. Halfway through the wedding, No, this is on the third day. We're not got to the third day yet.
All right, yeah. We're
No,
still on Saturday.
He wants to skip forward to the Sunday. On the Sunday, Lukas interrupted the wedding. He said, everyone run outside now. There's a tractor going through town. Go outside. And we went outside and they were having a tractor parade. Different tractors of the area. We're all driving through the village throwing sweets at people.
Yeah. There was some funny tractors that went round with one where somebody's legs were coming out of a hay bale.
Look, there was a point, right, where a child was on a tractor throwing sweets and he threw some at Lukas and Lukas goes, a child throwing sweets at me? What is this? Opposite day?
I didn't say that.
You did?
I don't remember that.
You went, normally it's me throwing sweets at children I don't know. I was like, all right, don't know what that means. I looked at your mum, Susan, and she went, just ignore it. It's his day. And I was like, okay.
Yeah. But hey, it was good. Hey, my mum got to be a gorilla, didn't she?
I don't know what you mean by that. But anyway.
Yeah. So all in all, it was a bloody fantastic weekend, and I'm so glad I could share it with you, Tom, and other friends and family.
It was interesting. They were playing this game where a bag was being passed round. Allah passed the parcel, and when it stopped on you, you had to put your hand in the bag, pull out a hat, put it on your head, and then join a ring of roses in the circle, didn't you?
Yeah.
But everyone was like, no, don't give me a hat. I can't be like, if the bag came to them, they try and get rid of it immediately. And you're like, you're only stood in a different circle. Do you know what I mean? What's the threat?
The hat might have been embarrassing. As I said, my mum had to put a gorilla mask on her head.
Right. Is that what you're referring to?
Yeah. What else could it have been? Exactly. Now,
Yeah.
Tom, you what?
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
It was a lovely wedding, and I can't believe I was invited. And what an honour it was to be your best man and to be there watching you and Martina get lawfully wed.
Thank you so much. What a lovely thing to say.
Considering all
Now,
the things.
Tom.
I got some more things to say. I was
go on.
I was listening to an old episode of the podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Slow holiday, was it?
Episode. No, it was on the plane. This episode like 12. Right. What a different podcast it was.
Really?
Oh my God.
In a good way or a bad way?
No half an hour intros. It was like, and so much enthusiasm. No talk of hate or misery or threats to kill oneself.
Yeah.
It was very different.
They were the good old days, right?
Mm.
You're stuck with us now, listeners, as we are, yeah? Accept us as we are, or we'll just keep listening.
Are you coming to the live recording on the 4th of November? Hopefully. It's in Manchester.
Yeah.
How are things selling for that?
Yeah, good. I think we've sold about 20 tickets.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, so it'll be nice already, but I think there's still about 30, 40 left, so feel free to come along. It'll be really nice, and then we could have like a live Hedwig's droppings at the end, so if you want to come with your questions or whatever you want, it'll be great.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's have that bloody rundown, you sour old git.
Chapter 98. Well, episode 98. Chapter 4 of the Order of the Phoenix. Number 12. Grimmauld Place. Suddenly, a house appears in the middle of two houses, right? Pushes the houses out. It's dank. It's dingy. It smells a bit of piss, if you don't mind me saying. Harry goes in, and Mrs. Weasley wraps her little ginger arms round him and says, "Welcome home, son." But go upstairs. Daddy's got to meet him. Right? So they go for a meeting, and Harry goes upstairs where he meets Ron and Hermione. And they have a right old argument. Yeah, Harry's like, why haven't you been in contact? Why haven't you been telling us the truth? Ron and Hermione are saying, Dumbledore said no. We listen to Dumbledore. It's for your own safety. And he goes, whatever. Next minute, we're hearing gossip about Percy. Percy has been kind of excommunicated from the family. He's living in London and he's had a promotion in the Ministry of Magic. And he doesn't want to be associated with anyone who supports Dumbledore, and that includes his own dad.
His
Next
own
minute,
brother.
his own brother. Next minute, they're back downstairs. Somebody accidentally drops an umbrella rack, and wakes up the painting of Sirius Black's mum. And she goes, oh, I hate you lot. And Sirius arrives and says, that's me mum. That was chapter 4. Number 12, Grimmauld Place. What a chapter.
Yes. They rock up outside the house, and Harry's like, 11? 13? Where's number 12? Look across the road.
Yeah, idiot. I wrote that. You've lived in Britain all your life. Do you not know how the roads work? Odds on one side, evens on the other.
Also, right, so this house has been there for what, centuries or some shit?
Yeah.
100 years? However long. Imagine.
Something like that, yeah.
Imagine every time you wanted to go home, having to wait outside for your house to inflate.
Nightmare.
Come
Can I
on,
just say,
house.
not to turn the tone dark, but imagine you're running away from a predator and you're trying to get in. Do you know what I mean? Like, imagine a wolf, let's say. You're being pursued by a wolf, right? You want to get your keys in the lock quick. I don't want to have to wait for the two bloody next door neighbours to shift and then for my house to appear before I can get in. That's no good, is it?
No, it'd take a while. Well, I'd just accept death at that point if a wolf was chasing me. I'd be like,
right, I'm going to be a wolf's dinner. It's my own fault.
Maybe I'll be an American werewolf in London.
Yeah. I'd like to see that. A Cockney werewolf in Albuquerque. That'd be a good
He wants
film.
to see a Cockney werewolf in where?
Albuquerque. Yeah? Can somebody make that for me?
This chapter has begun to get interesting, isn't it? He's been moved to a new house. For once, they were not going to the Weasleys because the Weasleys' house, I don't know, it's a bit stale, isn't it? Are we going to the Burrow? No, stupid. But unfortunately for me, as a reader, as a listener, the Weasleys are here. Oh, I couldn't think of anything worse. Oh, and here comes descriptions of all their bodies. Jesus Christ. Ron is tall with a long nose. The Red and George are stocky and smaller than Ron. Well, why did you make them tall in the film? You didn't just make them tall, you made them excessively tall.
Yeah.
Honestly, call yourself our mother. I am Fred, actually. Ooh, you can make yourself hot under the collar by thinking of Weasleys, can't you?
Oh, definitely. Doesn't take much to make me foot itch.
Mrs. Weasley is thinner and paler than ever. He's got a keen eye for people's appearance, Harry, doesn't he? He's one of the most shallow boys in the world. Ooh, look how... this is the thinnest I've ever seen your mother, Ron.
Yeah. It sounds like, yeah, I know, and pale as well.
I don't think I've ever noticed the weight of anyone's mother in my life.
No, I don't. Yeah. I don't think I'd notice a difference either. You just take people for as they are, don't you? You take people for as they are. But I was thinking, no, like every single house we ever see in these films is either like dark or dingy or stinky or smelly. Nobody's got a nice house. You've either got the Burrow, which is like cluttered and higgledy-piggledy. You've got the Black House, you've got Bloody Malfoy Manor, dark as you like. It's all horrible. Godric's Hollow, and so on. The Shrieking Shack.
Mm.
And with magic, you could sort it all out in 10 minutes.
Oh, that is one of the big... Oh, might as well just say it now. Right, so this house is a tip, isn't it?
Yeah. It's a shithole.
It's filthy. It's like covered in muck, right?
Yeah.
And it's been that way for a summer. It's like, why have we got now 3 chapters on cleaning it? We've got 3 chapters all about cleaning it. Sorry, guys.
Is that what we've got to look forward to?
Yeah. Why haven't you just used magic to clean the old... Honestly, I was on the plane. I had this guy next to me. I was booking back and forth reading these chapters because I was like, use magic to clean it. Use magic to clean it. Snape's going to, what's he called? Sirius Black. How's you getting on with cleaning the house? Use magic to clean it. Why is that his job? Why are people living in a mucky house?
No, and it turns out that it's the job of Ron and Hermione to clear it all out. I'm like, fair enough, get them to help with a couple of tasks, but it's not their job to clear out the whole building. And they're not just cleaning, they're like sorting through all the junk of a stranger's house. Like, serious, this is your house.
Right. Do you know what
Get
we
it
need?
clean, get it swept.
We need that purse Hermione had in, what's it called? Fucking Deathly Hallows. And they just need to put everything in that, right? You know, like Mrs. What's it called? A Mary Poppins purse where everything goes in there.
Yeah. All right, you not thought about that, have you, in your meetings? Mary Poppins' purse? You not seen Mary Poppins? Come on, everyone's seen Mary Poppins. Serious, you've seen Mary. You've not seen Mary Poppins? It's a classic, absolute classic.
We start off. This is the Order of the Phoenix. Order of the Phoenix is such a stupid name.
Yeah.
Order. Everyone knows order means command, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You want to call it Phoenix Club.
So much better. Phoenix Club. Although that does sound like a shit thing you'd go to at dinner in school. That you don't really want to go, but because you've not made friends yet, your teachers are making you go to Phoenix Club. Oh, don't want to go to Phoenix Club.
It's going to make all the other boys jealous, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Wish I was going to Phoenix Club. What do they do in Phoenix Club? They're plotting to kill a man.
Plotting to bring the downfall of the world's greatest terrorist. Well, every lunchtime, yeah, every lunchtime. Do you get to bring your dinner with you, or do you have to eat it first? Yeah, you have to eat it first. I'm not coming.
Also, in the Order of the Phoenix, there's about 7 of them.
I know.
7
You've not
people,
rallied a few more together.
7 people are put with the task of bringing down the Dark Lord, and one of them is someone's daft mum. Right. And when I say that, right, I mean, see, from what I've read in these books, it seems like Mrs. Weasley has done nothing for the past 30 years.
Yeah. What's she been up to? But you're right, there's 2 married couples and a teacher.
So when Mrs. Weasley kills Bellatrix Lestrange in Deathly Hallows,
Yeah.
and she goes, she grabs a wand out and she goes, "Take that, you bitch."
Yeah.
Which isn't an exaggeration, is it?
No, something like that. Not my daughter, you bitch, or something like that. She says bitch, definitely.
She says bitch.
Yeah. I know what you mean. They might have more members, but if this is the meeting, and the meeting place is this dingy old house, they're not doing very well, are they?
Yeah.
This is all we've got to fight Voldemort. You lot. We literally... Right. Our security needs sorting out, because my son's been listening in with an extendable ear. Right? If he's getting in, we've got no chance defending against Voldemort.
Mm.
Yeah? He could kill us.
Do you know what? If they kind of think that Fred and George have got these abilities where they can just do anything. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why don't they get Fred and George to make a sweetie that kills the Dark Lord or kills Horcruxes?
Right. Dark Lord toffee. Right. They make a Dark Lord toffee. He eats it and it's poison. Come on. We're thinking of all these things. The Order of the Phoenix have got, like, we talked about it the other time. Harry's got this thing where he can make people inflate. Inflate the Dark Lord. Give him a Dark Lord toffee. It's a piece of, shoot him.
Or
Piece of piss.
You could so easily hold up your cloak like that and have a little gun behind it, couldn't you?
100%. Yeah.
Oh, he's not that quick. Oh,
yeah. Or when him and Voldemort are like locked with the spell between them, where the two wands are locked. Someone come in and shoot him while he's doing that.
someone Avada
You
Kedavra
can't defend against that.
Avada Kedavra the Dark Lord while he's doing that.
It's the perfect opportunity. Yeah. While he's doing that, slit his neck. What more do you need? Stick a wand up his nose.
Yeah.
Easy. No, we have to stretch it out over 7 books.
As always, Harry is the last to get to where the action is, isn't he? They always go and get Harry last.
Yeah.
I just want one book. I just want one book where Harry gets to the Weasleys before Hermione.
Yeah. Yeah, I can understand Ron being there, because obviously he's their family, but why does she get to come early? Hermione, we've barely seen you this year. Sorry, Mum and Dad, I've got to be with Ron.
I know. And she's the one at least at threat.
Well, yeah, exactly. Keep Harry in your protection.
Right. So, Harry, after finding out that Ron and Hermione had kept him in the dark all summer, he is now furious with them.
Oh, he's got a right bee in his bonnet.
He's got a right bee in his, for lack of a better word, bonnet.
Yeah.
Right. And he said, on this bit of text, honestly, I loved it. It said, the warm glow that burned inside him at the sight of his 2 best friends was extinguished as something icy flooded the pit of his stomach. Oh,
yeah.
Loved it. All of a sudden, after yearning to see them for a solid month, he would prefer Ron and Hermione would leave him alone. I love this feeling.
Yeah.
Wait, you look at the ones you hold dear to you in pure resentment. You realise you've betrayed me. You have gone off to become a selfish person, knowing full well the consequences of your actions. Dumbledore told us not to. I don't care. I'm your best mate. Is Dumbledore your best mate? Or am I your best mate? What's it going to be?
Yeah. Yeah, I should have doubled down on that. I think he just came out of it a bit the wrong way. It was full of rage, full of, annoyance, but genuinely, whatever Dumbledore says, do you really think me knowing about it is going to change what's going on?
And he does something so psychotic that I absolutely love. He's refusing to make eye contact with them while at the side of the room just stroking Hedwig.
Yeah. It's like something out of James Bond, isn't it? Like stroking the cat or whatever. He's turning into a megalomaniac.
Harry, please look at us.
Tom, please bring that seagull to any meetings we may ever have together. Because you stroking that is like... I think they'd do anything we wanted.
Oh, for the listener,
just to stop you going mad.
I'm stroking a porcelain seagull.
For anyone not seen it, he's stroking a porcelain seagull. We've all done it.
Very menacing.
Yeah. Well, I think this is a theme of this book, The Dark Streak Inside Harry. He's got a dark streak of piss inside him.
I really related to him because he was in this room at this point, a black hole of emotion, really ruining an atmosphere. I really respect a person who can go into the room and suck all the life out of it.
Yeah, it's a talent. I don't have that talent, I don't think. You have to be
You
a very
do.
special individual to be able to ruin the
You
atmosphere.
do.
At a
When you're
party.
in a little mood, oh,
Eh?
just ask your mum and dad. When he's in a mood, oh, you don't want to get Lukas Kirkby in a mood. Oh.
No. I'm like a man in a mood. All right? And you don't want that, do you? Now, there's a bit where they're talking to Harry and he hears somebody sniggering out of sight. Doesn't investigate that at all or ask who it is. For me, if I was having a serious conversation and I heard somebody behind a corner going, I'd be like, who's that? I wouldn't think, I'll ignore that. No idea what that is, but I'll never give it a second's thought.
I would just assume it's like, some well-wisher enjoying one of my jokes.
I'll assume it's a well-wisher. Yeah.
So he's flipping
Now we
out
get-
these two,
Yeah.
isn't he? And rightly so.
Yeah.
Or could you say he's losing his mind, screaming at his only two friends, for they were only following orders? Would he lambast German soldiers for only following orders? No, he wouldn't, would he? He'd leave them alone.
No. I think from,
What an
the
astute
4 and a bit
point.
books we've read, I think we know that Harry would not say anything if face to face with the Gestapo, for example. Yeah. He'd keep his mouth shut.
We rest our fucking cases.
Now we get all the other Weasleys, don't we? And we hear about these extendable ears. Right. Lads, get you some microphones. Do you know what I mean? It's easy to bug somewhere. Hide something in a cupboard. Little
Plug
microphone,
anywhere.
attach it to something.
Get an AirPod,
Yep.
attach it to your phone. See that ear thing there?
Yeah.
Press that, leave your phone in the room, walk off with your AirPods to be able to hear everything everyone's saying about you.
Fred and George Weasley, come on. Buy yourself a set of AirPods. Yeah. Harry's
iPhone
just given you
11.
a grand. Yeah. Harry's just given you a grand. Get yourself some AirPods and an iPhone and sort yourselves out. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're wasting time unraveling bits of string with an ear on the end of it. What's that? Watergate, is it?
And also,
No
if you want a
good.
device to make me sick, make it any shape, boys. Why has it got to be an ear? That's disgusting. That is disgusting. Of
And
all
the string is like
of all,
skin colour as well.
of all the items on a human body that look revolting when cut off, ear is one of them.
Boys, I'd rather you had an extendable anus. Honestly. I'd rather you had one of them. They're disgusting. Make yourself an extendable anus. All right. Listen in with that.
Bill has been giving Fleur a load of private lessons.
Yeah.
What's the implication?
Well, I think they're implying they're a bit romantic.
Fleur has
Well,
moved to
Yeah.
England to get a job at the ministry, right, to improve her English. And Bill has been giving her a load of private lessons. What are you saying? Why the word private? Why has that been thrown in there, the word private? Bill's been giving her a load of lessons. Bill's been giving her a load of private lessons.
Yeah.
Bill, can I have a word with you? What's that? I'm a Fleur's English teacher. How come the only word she knows is suck my knob? What's that about?
Look, we've only had a couple of lessons. It's early days. But for me, like, if you're going to learn English, Why go to the Goblin Bank? Because she's doing a work experience at Gringotts. They only speak in like 2-word sentences. Why are you going there to learn English? Adjectives, please. Verb endings, please. Right, Fleur. Preferred you when you just had a French accent. Why are you talking like a goblin? I feel like this, but they've just put this. There's no reason for these two to get together.
Wait, I've got one.
Oh.
And does Bill Weasley have a condom?
Very good. Yeah. But I was reading this, I was like, there's no need for this extra plot point. Like, there's no way on earth these two would ever get together in real life. What is bringing them together? Do you know what I mean? Like, why would some... Because she's a lot younger than him as well, I'm assuming. Because he's already out of school. He was in school last year. Why would she come to Gringotts? Why would Bill come back to Gringotts? And why would they be together?
It doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make sense, does it?
Something is going on at the Ministry. For Dumbledore's name is now Mud.
It all happened at the end of the last book, when Fudge and Dumbledore talked about Voldemort's return. And Fudge refuses to believe it. This whole I think this is the most frustrating plot thread in the whole of these books. I think we've talked about it before, where we hate the plot device where people don't believe other people, or like people don't believe children. When children say, "Oh, I've seen this," and they go, "No, you haven't. It was just a dream," or blah blah blah. And for me, this whole thing about the Ministry not believing in Voldemort's return is just stupid to me and annoying, and I don't like it. Right?
All this Dumbledore chat is boring the life out of me, right?
Yeah.
They would. Oh my god, the amount of times he said Dumbledore, 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 Dumbledore. I love you, Dumbledore, Dumbledore, Dumbledore's at the Ministry, Dumbledore, 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 Dumbledore. Fudge has always been jealous of Dumbledore, right?
Yeah.
Shut up about Dumbledore.
Yeah.
There's only one sentence that I want to hear in this book. Do you know what that is? Don't kill Cedric. He's going to kill me, Mum. Where is your mum, Potter? Is he dead? Who's Cedric? Your boyfriend? He's going to kill me, Mum.
And if you can't say that, Ron and Hermione, then don't say anything at all. I don't want to hear it. So shut up about Dumbledore.
At least
Now,
I'm not
Harry-
afraid of my pillow.
At least I'm not afraid of me pillow. Fair enough.
Who's Cedric? Your boyfriend? We should rename this to the Don't Kill Cedric podcast.
Yeah. What about speaking of which? That's grown on me since last week.
Has it
I don't know
really?
if that was that a Patreon episode we talked about that.
I don't know.
I don't know.
But
We
I had
lost
the
track
merry
of what-
the merry idea that we renamed the Pottervision podcast to Speaking of Which.
But now we've got a new contender. It's Don't Kill Cedric. We like that as well.
Or at least we're not afraid of our pillows.
At least we're not afraid of our pillows. To an outsider, what is that podcast about? At least we're not afraid of our pillows. Could be about anything. Now, Harry is getting some very negative press in the Daily Prophet. They're taking the piss out of him a bit, aren't they?
Go on.
Well, I just think there's nothing worse than people writing things about you and everybody having a negative view or an incorrect view of who you are as a person. I think that drives me mad.
Oh my God, there's nothing that infuriates me more, and all my loved ones do this to me, is they don't let me finish my sentences. They jump to conclusions, because I can tell everyone thinks I'm thick as shit. And that's just, you do it. Everyone does it to me. My girlfriend does it. Lucy does it. Well, they're the same person, but
Yeah.
my family do it all the time. I'll say something. I'll be like, I don't know. I'll try and think of an example. Something like, let's say this.
Yeah.
I can't even fucking think of an example, but people do it to me constantly. Let's say this. Right, you have to bear with me. I'll cut out the silence afterwards.
Yeah.
For example, I'll say to you, we'll just be like, we'll go like this. I'll go, we need to record an episode. And you'll stop me before I can finish. And you'll go, we've just recorded an episode. And I'll go, let me finish. We need to record an episode for 2 weeks' time. And you'll go, oh, yeah.
That has never happened ever. That exact
Not those
situation.
words, but things like that happen to me all the time.
Yeah. Oh dear, you've got it rough, you have, haven't you?
I'll say to you, when we go out on stage tonight, and you'll interrupt me and go, we need to say the lines of the show. I'll go, no, not yet, fine. But we need to remember that there's a man with a bomb in the audience. And you go, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I do remember that one. All right, that one did happen.
But people do it to me all the time, honestly.
Yeah. Very good.
It kills me. It absolutely kills me.
Yeah. Well,
I'll
I've heard what you've said.
I'll have broken down somewhere, and I'll call my parents. I'll be like, my car's broken down. You've not got your keys in the ignition. I go, yep, I had the keys in the ignition. The car was driving, and it's on fire right now. Wiper fluid. You need to change your wiper fluid. Right, yeah. Thank you for that. But I know wiper fluid might put a bit of the fire out, but at the minute, that's not happening to me. Right, yeah.
Well, I've heard what you've said. I'll take it on board, and I'll try to be better next time. Moving
The issue
forward.
is, it's not you, it's everyone who knows me. The issue is people are so bored by the way I speak, they have to cut me off halfway through and just guess where they think I'm going with the sentence.
Yeah.
I'll go, I'm so sad today because no one came to your birthday party. No, that's not the issue. I'm so sad today because someone tried to shoot you with a gun. No, what I'm trying to say is, I'm so sad today because the Queen of England, Elizabeth II, has been murdered.
Yeah. Hey, we not even mentioned that, the murder of our Queen. She's been killed by somebody called Old Age. And yeah. Now King Charles is the king.
A bit more. So I'm listening to Stephen Fry's audiobook, and he's
When's
joining
that
in.
coronation, do you know?
God, fucking hope he dies before it.
Set it to record on my planner.
Let me tell you this.
Yeah.
Stephen Fry is joining in with J.K. Rowling in the discrimination of northern people, because they've got this new character Tonks, and like they've done with Neville Longbottom, they're portraying a northern character as thick, stupid, goofy, clumsy. They've got Tonks running around breaking things, and Stephen Fry is doing a voice like this. I'm sorry. Like I could strangle you, Stephen Fry.
Oh, I'll have to listen to it now. I was supposed to do last week.
Oh, I am
like an awful
sorry.
impression.
Oh my god.
Dear. Yeah.
And then that screaming
hell.
portrait. Is that screaming portrait? What's all that about?
We're soon going to have a poll on Instagram. Which screamer do you like the best? Is it the screaming butt? Is it the screaming egg? Or is it the new one, the screaming portrait? Which one do you prefer?
I hate screaming. I think screaming is one of the most distressing things in the world. And I think that things that scream can't finish a sentence.
Yeah, it's one of my pet hates. Screaming.
Do you have any more notes, leader?
Just wondering why even have that painting of Sirius Black's mum made. When did she pass away? Was she always horrible? Why would you want that in your house? Yeah, but that's it.
Right. How many listening anuses out of 5 are you going to give this chapter?
Well, I enjoyed this chapter, actually. We get to see the House of Black, which we don't know it is that yet. We get to see some of our old friends, the Weasleys. That's it. And Hermione. It's all right. We're setting a bit of mystery, aren't we? We find Sirius Black. We know his mum's in a painting. It's a bit of all right. I did enjoy it, and I enjoy this dark streak we're starting to see in Harry Potter. Yeah, a bit of anger in there, a bit of hatred, maybe something to do with his connection with the Dark Lord. I don't know. I'm going to give this a very solid 4 extendable anuses out of 5.
Excellent. This chapter, for me, had some interest. We get to touch on, we get to revisit old characters. We get a taste of each of them. Ron, Hermione, new characters, Tonks. And also, we get shades of Harry we've not seen in a while. Mental Harry. Atmosphere ruining Harry. We get a bit of plot, which is too much for me. As I said, they said Dumbledore too many times. God. But you know what? I got to give this chapter 3 listening anuses out of 5.
Very good.
Right, Lukas Kirkby, are you ready for this week's edition of Quiz?
Yes. Quiz, quizzicky, quiz, quizzicky,
Quiz.
Oh.
Quiz. I've got a quiz. Won't you sing along? 'Cause I'm singing you a quiz. I'm gonna ask you questions 5, and you gotta answer me if you want the prize of seeing yourself alive. Question 1. What shape?
John, what's the prize? My life?
What shape was the door knocker?
No, the shape of a serpent's head.
No, it was a twisted circle. Question 2. How was the chandelier described?
Dusty.
Cobwebby. Question 3. How was the room in which Harry and Ron had their argument described?
Dank.
Correct.
Yay!
Question 4. How were they listening to the meeting?
With extendable ears.
Correct. What is Percy's new job title?
Oh, assistant to the minister.
So close. Junior assistant to the minister. So for that, 1 out of 5. Quiz.
Hey, I got 2. I said dank and extendable ears.
Oh yeah, you got 2 out of 5. Quiz.
Thank you.
That was the quiz. Sing along. Quiz. Won't you?
Quiz.
3 out of 5. No, that was not a lyric.
Oh.
Singing.
What, quiz? You sang it about 5 times. How can it not be a lyric? Only sang quiz. Now, Tom, are you ready for this week's edition of Hedwig's Droppings?
Yeah, totally. Let's hear him.
We're not alluding to owl poo. We're not alluding to ploppings. We mean the messages you send in when we allude to Hedwig's Droppings. What's in a beak this week? Well, we've not done Hedwig's Droppings for maybe 2 months, so there's quite a few, so maybe we'll have to split them up. But we will start with a lovely 5-star review from Annie Hall 7. Annie says, very funny and sweet. I look forward to the podcast every Monday. We're sweet. We've also had another 5-star review from Ewan 5. And Ewan says, I've never heard anyone else reference that "Don't you want to go work for the Inland Revenue" from that old documentary in Ponderland. So just for that, I give you 5 stars. The podcast is also great. I think it's you that likes that documentary, isn't it?
Yes, yes.
And our final 5-star review is from Simskihe or Simskihi. I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. And they say, I saw Tom's show at the Fringe and have since been making my way through this pod's glorious backlog of episodes. Soundtrack to my life vibes. I listen to multiple episodes a day, and these gents are now my best friends. I just sit in New Zealand laughing with them. Couldn't rate this higher.
That's
Literally,
great.
you've rated it 5. Thank you.
Lovely. That is one of the most. That's lovely to hear. That I'm
Brilliant.
bringing people to the pod from my personal comedy. My personal comedy.
Okay, and we've had a message on the website from Bellatrix12. Now, Bellatrix says, Hey, Pottervision boys, I was listening to episode 30 or something in book 2, and you were saying that Colin Creevy had only been petrified and not killed because he was looking through the glass of the camera. And if it's in
Correct.
a mirror, you can't get petrified. So why did Moaning Myrtle get petrified if she's got specs on? How do we answer that?
Maybe she was looking. Maybe they were like down her nose. You know, like people wear glasses.
Oh, I think so. Maybe she was being a bit snobby at the basilisk.
You wear glasses. Do you ever do that? Do you ever look around like this?
No. Sometimes I have my glasses like that when I've got a mask on, so that my glasses don't steam up. I put my glasses down there. But I just look like Austin Powers after he's had sex, rather than a snob. So yeah, thank you very much, Bellatrix. Now we've had a load of new patrons. I think far too many to talk about today, so we'll split them up. So first, we've got a new baby Hermione, and I'll read the message that he sent us first. But his name is Joe Harper Herndon, and he said that he's just smashed through all of the episodes since seeing us at the Edinburgh Fringe.
Oh
Loved
my
every
God.
minute of all the episodes. Just a thought, the segment where Tom kisses the new Patreon subscribers, you could call it the presenter's kiss, just like the Dementor's kiss. We
Ooh,
kiss
that's
the
not bad.
babies. It's all right, isn't it?
What's the name for
And
it
he
at the
says
minute? Tom kisses babies.
Oh, it's just Tom kisses the babies, isn't it? But the presenter's kiss, maybe. And he says he'll also be joining the Patreon, and he has. He is our brand new baby Hermione. And I'll plug in my laptop while you give him a kiss, Tom.
What's he called? Joe Hartwell.
Joe Harper Herndon.
Joe Harper Herndon. You have won a golden ticket. Can you hear me? I'm not gonna say it if he can't hear me. He's run away. I need an audience to do these on. Little git. He's like running around his little bedroom in his knickers. Right. Why would I do the whole story without you listening? I've got nothing to bounce off to know whether it's mad or not.
They're always mad.
Right, okay, Joe.
Anyway, I'm back. My laptop's plugged in.
Joe, you have won a golden ticket to a tour of a chocolate factory. You have been invited into a room. A little password was said before I went in. And then the door is opened. Dun 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 dun. Right, you are a little baby boy, right? And the sight of the chocolate river has got you excited. You run, and you get so close to the river, you reach your hand in to try and draw the chocolate river to your mouth, but it's too slippy. You fall off the riverbank into the chocolate river. Oh no, everyone's shouting. Wonka is pissed off.
He's not been mentioned before, but we assume you know who Wonka is.
I think it's up to me. I'm a worker of the factory. Right? I see you swirling round in the river. Help me, you say as a baby. I jump into the chocolate river after you, right? I grab your legs. If anything, I shouldn't have done this because it starts pulling you under. Right. The whirlpool of the chocolate river has got both of us, and we are slowly being sucked up a pipe, right? There's no earthly reason for me to still be holding your legs.
Oh, yeah.
The pressure is pushing us up the pipe, right? I'm holding your legs and we are shooting like a rocket up the pipe. We fly out of the pipe into the air. I spin you in the air, hold you in my arms, and mwah, 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 mwah.
Lovely. We hope you enjoyed that, Joe. Now, our next new patron, actually, until right now, doesn't know that they're a patron. It's a surprise. Now, this person has been gifted this by Emily, who has the same surname as him, so is either his wife or his sister, or maybe his mum. But she says, I've signed him up as a birthday present. He doesn't know yet, and I won't tell him until you do the shout out. We have recently discovered the podcast after a friend, Gina, recommended and quickly became addicts, blasting through all of the episodes in the last couple of months. And we also have tickets to come and see you in November. Thanks for all the laughs. So welcome our new baby Harry and happy birthday to Alistair Southworth.
Alistair Southworth, you have won a golden ticket. And you have been given a tour of a chocolate factory. We are in a little boat, and we are being taken down a tormenting tour of a tunnel, right? There is no earthly way of knowing which way the water's flowing. A projection is shone onto the wall of a millipede running over someone's lip. Disgusting. You are scared. I place my fingers over your eyes to stop the fear, right? Also, I'm an Oompa Loompa.
He's an Oompa Loompa.
It does not work, for you see, everyone around you in the boat is screaming. And so, to stop the sound, I also place my fingers in your ears and my thumbs in your eyes, right? Now you cannot see and you cannot hear. This is it was overstimulating for you before. But now you are sound. The lights turn on and someone catches me doing this. They immediately get startled because I am not a relative of you. They start slapping my hands away, trying to chase me off. I'm an Oompa Loompa. I'm nothing to do with this baby. But before I run away, I get them in. Mwah, 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 mwah.
Lovely. So there you go. And happy birthday, Alistair. Now, we've also had a new baby Harry. It's Annabelle Shorts. She won a ticket as well.
Annabelle. This is the last one.
Well, it's up to you. Well, there's 5 in the film. We can do 5 if you want to do the whole film.
Annabelle. Might as well do them all 5 because this next one won't be out for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Annabelle Short. Right. You are sharing a bed with 3. Annabelle Short.
Not the other children, your grandpa Josephine.
You are Grandpa Josephine as a baby, and you are sharing a bed with Grandpa Joe, Grandpa George, and that German one.
Georgina.
I don't know. Your legs are intertwined in the bed. Everyone has got leg on leg action with everyone, right? Some people have cold feet, so you like baby bear, mama bear, papa bear. Cold foot, hot foot, just right. Yeah. And you're crawling round in the bed, and in comes your daughter to feed you some cabbage soup. Am I going to involve myself in this one? I open the door, for I work for Child Protective Services. I think it is inappropriate that a baby is sharing a bed with three fully aged people. I try and take you from the bed, but Grandpa Joe jumps up and tries to fight me. I punch him in the throat, and that completely disables him. I lift you up, take you away, and you are safe. Mwah, 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 mwah.
And we'll do two more for today. We're going to welcome another baby Harry. It's Freya Gierstad.
Freya Gerstad. Is she German?
I don't know. Freya.
Willy Wonka was filmed in Germany.
There you go.
You are the last remaining child, Freya Gerstad, of a tour of a chocolate factory. Yeah? You're about to get your prize, though Mr. Wonka has just said, goodbye, you get nothing. Your Grandpa Joe leads you into his office, where she says, when does Freya get her prize? Wonka goes, what the fuck are you talking about? Your Grandpa Joe says, the lifetime supply of chocolate. When does she get it? Wonka says, she gets nothing. She stole fizzy lifting drinks. The room has now to be washed and sterilised. She gets nothing. Medulla oblongata. I don't know why he said that, but he's screaming at both you and your grandfather. Enter me. I've overheard all this. I'm a new employee at this factory. But I will not stand by where a full-grown man shouts at a child, right? I walk in. He's shouting. He's like, you, get back to work. I separate you both. Grandpa on one side, Freya on the other. I approach Wonka. I grab him by his jacket. Shake him. I shake him hard. I shake him too hard. His head hits the wall. Oh, I've killed him. Right? As first days goes, this is a bad one. But I turn to Grandpa Joe. He thanks me. He says, you're going to go to prison. I go, I know. I go, I'll be off. I pick you up and I start walking out the door with you. He goes, where are you going with her? I go, I don't know. Hold you in my arms. And I hand you back to Grandpa Joe.
Lovely. So there you are, Freya Gierstad. Now, finally, for today, we'll do one more. And this person has actually requested extra kisses from you, Tom. It's Cameron Spencer.
Cameron Spencer. The floor is yours. What do you want, Cameron? You have requested a bean feast. Cameron wants a feast. Not just any kind of feast. Cameron wants a bean feast. I'm sorry, Cameron. I'm sorry. You want a bean feast? That's disgusting. Baked beans? Lima beans? I don't know. Green beans? How many beans are there? But you are running, you are dancing, right? You are screaming, you are throwing plastic wrap all in the place. You jump onto a weighing scale that determines whether you are good or bad. It starts to teeter towards the bad. And luckily for you, I'm there. I grab said arrow and I crank it back to good. Cameron, buddy, you're good. I take you off the scales. I say, you're going to get your bean feast. You're going to get it. But for now,
There you are, Cameron Spencer. And that was the end of Hedwig's Droppings. So if you are a new patron who hasn't yet had a shout out, please understand that we didn't want another 10 minutes of that in one episode. So you might get a shout out next time. Speaking of which, next time, which is in 2 weeks' time, we'll be on episode 99. Put a flake in it for us. It's episode 5 of The Order of the Phoenix. And it's The Order of the Phoenix. It's called the same title as the bloody book itself. You have been Mother Nature's own Tom Lawrenson.
And you have been the goblin man that lives in her tree, Lukas Kirkby.
Goodbye.
Oh.
Pottervision.
Thank you for listening to the Pottervision podcast. The music was performed by Jack Evans. If you'd like bonus content and to support the show, you can visit patreon.com/Pottervision.